tired of that bullshit, man, retire that. They don't really wanna hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really wanna hear the real no more. Think they scared how I make them act. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't tripping, that don't make it fact. Look, coming live from the gutter like a cold puddle. When niggas water whipping, road shuttle, motherfucking whole huddle. Dutch burning, moving slow, I'm feeling like the minute hand. All wishes granted to me, turning in a tenant van. Been the man, never questioned nothing that was in the plan. See it from my third eye vision, so I understand. Poolside plotting moves like a dance team. 100 band scheme, in the dirty with my hands clean. Never been the type of nigga they could castrate. 5th grade, I was selling candy to my classmates. I ain't call her back, I let her think about the last date. Student of the game, and I promise you not a classmate. Problem is with these rap niggas, they move iffy. In my mood picky, can't let these niggas get rude with me. God spittin' on to keep my dick lips in it. Here to fuck the game, niggas acting like I slipped in it. Small town fly shit, bitch, you never heard of these. On my apex shit, tip top vertices. Here they mouths moving, but they never moving vertically. Here to purge the niggas who been practicing the perjury. Black Lord, Noble, Drew shit, big steppin'. Love them all, give a fuck about the click reppin'. Small losses always taught a nigga big lessons. Quit stressing, liberating knowledge, make the shit lesson. They don't really wanna hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really wanna hear the real no more. Think they scared how I make them act. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't tripping, that don't make it fact. They don't really wanna hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really wanna hear the real no more. Think they scared how I make them act. And you can say anything you want about me, I ain't tripping, that don't make it fact. That don't make it fact.
You a dirty sock type, funny sitcom, dirty rock type. Me, I'm on Coinbase, checking stock price, checking rear view mirrors when I'm at the stoplights. Coin on leprechaun, echelon rapping, blessed with the flows and the methods y'all lacking. Y'all be tryna dumb it down, lesson y'all rapping. Me, I'm out here flipping flows like a ethanol package. I'ma make it happen, I don't gotta ride. All my with it, they ain't letting slide. Eye for an eye, use the third eye anyway. Hands on Holyfield, words on Hemingway. Anywho, I ain't been interested in the clubhouse, cause I can't be taking Zoom calls at the plug house. Tryna reach the minds of the young thugged out. All the black leaders either bougie or they drugged out. Deeper they dig, the blacker my earth. Think they tryna hide my actual worth. I don't need no cap, I'm living my truth. I broke through the ceiling, my feet on the roof. Blacker the berry, more drippy your juice. Think they tryna hide your actual roots. I black out the window and back on my coupe. I don't need no theories, I'm actual proof. Hammer chisel already chipped the hardest here. I felt like the greatest, I'm the Carter to my peers. I know that the faith will take me farther than the fear. Tryna keep the family first, the father of the year. Gold on tuck, got her panties on trickle. Got these sour tryna put me in a pickle. Picking on a poet, probably thinking that it's sweet. Even Jesus kick it with them from the street. Show them that you never needed college for the wealth. All I really need is knowledge of the self. Vintage from Asia, you won't find it on the shelf. Get the money, disregard a harlot for your health. Drop a little Henny in the cola, got me spinning. Wonder bread, neighbors always wonder why we winning. Keep the preachy, cause I be comfortable with sinning. Aboriginal, my origin was the beginning. Ay. Deeper they dig, the blacker my earth. Think they tryna hide my actual worth. I don't need no cap, I'm living my truth. I broke through the ceiling, my feet on the roof. Blacker the berry, more drippy your juice. Think they tryna hide your actual roots. I black out the window and back on my coupe. I don't need no theories, I'm actual proof.
I believe in myself and my goals. I am thankful for my friends and family who support me while I chase my dreams.
All right, welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, DMG the Poet, aka Brother Pianki. We got another powerful show with one of the pillars of Paradigm Shift TV 314, none other than Cap10K, the Galga boy of ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. And everybody in the community know that we had an incident this past weekend involving our brother. And, you know, it was a lot of coverage being made about, you know, what happened, what took place, etc. But you're about to hear it from the horse's mouth because a lot of people had opinions, but they weren't there. And that of course excludes Captain Tazoriak because ISUPK speaks with one voice. But outside of Captain Tazoriak, you hearing it straight from the horse's mouth. But Captain Tazoriak does speak in unison with Captain the Galga boy, so I don't want to put him in the category of people who was giving misinformation. But as far as everybody else, they don't really know the ins and outs of what happened. This brother was the brother you saw speaking when everything broke out, our own Cap10K. So before we get into our spiel, let me do my usual greeting. Let me say God bless to all the Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me say Shalom to my Israelite brothers and sisters. Let me say Assalamu Alaikum to my brothers and sisters in the NOI. Let me say Islam to my Moorish brothers and sisters. Let me say peace to my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. Let me say what's up to my atheist brothers and sisters. Salute to my Abo brothers and sisters. And finally, let me say Jumbo to the rest of my brothers and sisters throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only is because if you're black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. With me, our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. And we can have unity without uniformity. And we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. We also got the other pillar of Paradigm Shift in the building, none other than nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel, aka Minister Jacobus. So I'm gonna let Minister Jacobus chime in, and then we're gonna turn it over to Cap and see what was really what with this unfortunate situation where we had some haters in purple coming on the scene and being the undercover agents we know them to be. That came from me, not the other brothers. So if anybody got something to say about it, say it to me. Go ahead, nobody. Nobody, you there? Unmute yourself. Oh, we lost the brothers. Okay. Well, I'll just continue on. So yeah, our brothers in ISUPK got ambushed by the boys in purple, known as IUIC. And you know, it was all over the place yesterday. What I didn't realize at the time was that our very own they put that on the screen. Our very own. Yeah, I can hear you now, bro. But I didn't realize.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
y'all hear me? All right.
Yeah, y'all good now. I didn't realize at the time our very own Cap10K was one of the people involved. I found out later that it was KC, and I was like, "That's Cap jurisdiction." Then people started asking me, "Was that Cap? That looked like Cap." And then my brother Nobody hit me up and was like, "Bro, that was Cap." I was like, "Oh man, hold up." So we all converged and, you know, talked about it, sorted things out. And so, like I said, I'm gonna turn it over to Nobody, let him chime in, and then we're gonna give it over to Cap.
Shout out to everybody. Peace, DMG. Peace, Cap. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. I don't really have too much to say. I'm pretty much just gonna be chiming in and out when Cap pretty much give his story. But what I want to say is, man, yeah, when I saw it, man, I at first I was kind of shocked just to even see that happening, and then once I found out that it was our brother, somebody who is on Paradigm Shift TV 314, one of the pillars, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, I gotta try to find. I gotta try to reach out to Cap in some kind of way and find out if that was him for sure. You know what I'm saying? And once I did, yeah, man, I just felt like it was some sucker stuff going on, man. I felt like the energy that was already on the corner for those who watched the video for the dudes in the purple ICIU, for them to walk over there and try to touch anything that don't belong to them. I think that they was way out of line for doing that. And some of the spins that I heard on other platforms, I really didn't like how some of that stuff kind of went down and what was said about some of that stuff. So I'm glad that we got the person who was actually there here to clear up some of that stuff. And like I said, from what I seen from the video, I saw the whole thing beginning to end, based off the footage that's out there, man. And I just felt like it was some sucker stuff, man. That's my 2 cents.
All right, Cap, it's on you.
All right. I've been hearing the internet, of course, the internet been going crazy for the last couple of days. Probably gonna last a week or two or even longer than that. You understand? The thing that really got me is how people really believe that it was over a chair. You know what I mean? That's what's been getting me. Is people think that it was over a chair when obviously you didn't even watch the whole video, because it could have been first over that cooler. You understand? They ain't even see that DMG. What the purple guys did, now this is what's so weird. When we pulled up, okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna take it back to last week. I sent you that picture, right?
Yeah.
Last week it was around about 10 of them there. You understand? On that same spot, I rolled past the spot first, got the picture. I said, damn, these cats is on our spot. Turned around, came back to set up 15 minutes later, they was gone. Right? This week is triple the cats on the corner now. It's about 30 of them. So this time they stay. When we got out our vehicles, we pulled right up on the corner, right, to unload the camp equipment, like what we always do. We didn't do nothing out of the ordinary. You understand? We always pull right up to the corner, unload the equipment. Some of the brothers start setting them up. The other brothers move, park their cars, and then we all come back and we had camp, right? We did the same thing. They actually moved some of their things that was in the way of us setting up where we normally set up at. They actually
broke up a little bit, Cap.
Okay, can you hear me? Is it good now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, they actually moved some of their things so we could set up in our normal spot. You understand? That's what's getting me. And then, as you can see on the video, you'll see that they were antagonizing us the whole time we was there. And I'm not saying this, to try to play victim, because we're not. You understand? By a long shot. You understand? But you could see what was going on, right? The brother ended up pushing his speaker and pointing it directly at us. You understand? Now, why would you do that? You understand? When you saw where our speaker was at, ours was facing the crowd as it normally is. You understand? As it normally is. You can see on the video him approaching us several different, as if he was bringing the smoke to us, right? So my thing about that is, you see, first, the first thing that happened was with that cooler. It could have gotten physical then, because they are trying to place something of theirs behind our camp. Why would you do that? You understand? I done been across camps here in St. Louis. I done been across camps in Kansas City. I done came across camps in other cities, and not once do I ever now DMG, you and nobody know how I feel about the so-called white man, right? And you know what I never do when I walk past his equipment? I never touch it. I never put my hands on it. You understand? It don't belong to me. You know, it's not my thing. I would never turn around. Matter of fact, I've crossed. I remember in Indianapolis when we were having camp in Indianapolis. The Jehovah's Witnesses posted up right next to us. You know what we did? We didn't touch their not final call. What's the name of their paper? Well, the watchtowers. We didn't touch none of their watchtowers, they stands. We didn't touch them. We didn't bother them. We didn't turn our speaker towards them. We didn't do that. None of that, man. You understand? Those men and those women sat right next to us, and we turned around and kept on teaching. We blazed. You understand? We didn't say, "Hey, get the hell out of here. What are you doing? Move this. This is in my way." You know what I mean? And then we start, harassing those people. We didn't do that. You understand? They set up next to us. I don't give a damn. You understand? I do not care. I don't care if Israelite group sets up next to me. You see that? You see, we don't care. You understand? I could care less. But what I would not do is try to set up anything behind you. So as you can see on the video, the brother, Officer Malak, and give that brother a hand. You understand what I'm saying? That is my brother, goddamn me. All the men that I was with. Okay? And Officer Elisha and the young man Jake. Okay? And Officer Punaya, he wasn't there at that moment, but you understand, he's one of them brothers down there in Kansas. So he turned around and he tries to put the cooler back. Now, mind you, they had already moved it and took it over there closer to them where they were. Then now he's trying to move it back. You understand? And see, for the people that's saying, "Oh man, y'all should have hugged it out. Y'all should have talked. Y'all should have went around the back and tried to work it out. Not on camera. It looked bad on Israel. It looked bad on Israel." No, it don't. You understand? I don't look bad.
Real quick, Cap. Real quick. For all the people who saying what Cap and the brothers he named should have did or could have did or whatever. This what Cap got to say to y'all, and this what I got to say to y'all.
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Go ahead, bro.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? And you know it's a whole lot of woulda, shoulda, and coulda. What somebody would have done in that situation. Anybody talking anything different, you understand, or speaking against what we did in defense of our camp and ourselves, you understand, and my brothers, then guess what? They have no clue what it truly is to be a goddamn man. You understand? There's just certain things I'm not gonna let a man do to me. You understand? It's just certain things. It's just about your manhood. It can only be tested so much and so long, right? A brother's manhood can only be tested so much and so long. So we got the brothers putting this speaker right there. As you can see, it don't bother us. You understand? It ain't bother me, man. You can walk this way. You can do whatever. You understand? That don't bother me. You can have 30 men or 1,000. You know what? That won't bother me. Don't shake me. Don't scare me. Not none. Commander Junior Hunter does not raise sissies in here. Commander Junior Hunter don't raise punks in here. Commander Junior Hunter don't raise wimps. You understand? You know what the spirit we go in out on them corners, on every corner that we go on, is we either live or we die with our brothers. You understand? That's how we go out to camp. You know, we either gonna live together or we're gonna die together. It's just that simple. So, like I said, it could have kicked off, before when he turned around and tried to force his cooler back behind us. So now you cats finna be walking behind us, knowing that we got this barrier right here, knowing how this thing works. You know what I'm saying? Nathaniel 7 used to be in the ISUPK himself till he went and started that little girl group of his. Okay, so he know how behind people camp. We don't do that nonsense, man. We don't do that. Okay. So then when he pushed the cooler back there, the brother had to turn around and make them back up with the cooler. So now that wasn't no issue. The brother, one of the purple cats told Officer Malak, "Hey man, all you had to do was just say so. You ain't had to touch nothing." That's what he said to him. You know, and I tells him to back up. You understand? Because that's protocol. So you gotta back up. You can't be behind us like that. You know. So then you'll see, like I said, he rolled the speaker right in front of us. So as they were about to break down a camp, because now this is what they ended up saying. They turned around and had said, "Where is the proof?" Oh man, let me go back a little bit, because I wasn't really paying them no attention because they never have anything to say, you know. So I wasn't catching everything that they was even saying because I wasn't even tuned in. We into what we do every week, right? Which is actually teach our people the truth, to actually wake them up, you know, to actually fix the things that's going wrong with them. That's what we do. So I was paying them guys no mind, but I started hearing some of the things and they responded to. You know, they responded to the Joy Morgan thing. And here, hold on one second. One of the brothers said the link ain't working. Hold on one second.
It looked like he in, but it say his device is not connected.
Okay, you got to.
Okay, look like he coming. Okay. He good now.
Yeah, that's Tazan.
Okay.
That's Tazan out of Iowa. Hey, Shalom Akim, Yabashim Shokata.
Shalom, Yabashim Yashokata. Shalom.
I might. Okay, hold on one second. I'm trying to see the brother Malak, so he can't get in. I wonder why he said the link ain't working. Okay, so yeah, no, the brother. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out now so he can come up on.
I was gonna say either text it to his phone or try to send it to his email. I don't know if it'll make a difference or not.
Yeah. I texted to his phone, so we're gonna see. But I put it in the link also. I mean, in our chat. Okay, we're gonna see if he can get it. But yeah. So after all of what they was doing, the things they was saying, you know, they responded to the Joy Morgan thing, and the cat said, "Joy Morgan." He said, "That's all these guys got to talk about is Joy Morgan." He said, "The dude that murdered her," he said, "he got caught and he in jail." Now, mind you, these are two members in their group. The victim, which is the sister Joy Morgan, and the damn murderer. You understand? So he turned around and ended up raping and murdering this sister, man, unalive this sister. Those guys didn't even bother to look for her when she went missing. I believe they found her body in some woods or something like that. You know, and they even waited until the young lady's mother, Joy Morgan's mother, went on the news and was pleading for help. Like why aren't you helping find my daughter? Like, what's going on? She was faithful to you guys. She was in this group, right? So then the dude said, "Does anybody out here know Joy Morgan? Brother, do you know Joy Morgan? Brother, do you know Joy Morgan?" Exactly. These cats really want you to know who Joy Morgan is. He said, "If you want to know who Joy Morgan is, go dig her up." It's on the video. I said, "Good night." Like this was supposed to be your sister. And knowing that she went out this type of way, that's what you say about her? Oh man. You know, that right. I heard that. You understand? Like the other nonsense they was talking about, man, I wasn't paying that no attention, but I heard that, you know. And
And if I can, Cap,
go ahead.
This the same group. Remember, what was it? A couple of years ago, I met this sister who me and my queen ended up helping because this bastard in purple and gold want to be Laker, want to be whatever you want, Grape Street, Crip, whatever they want to be. This dude met this sister. I think he was damn near 30, and she was like 17. Her mother had passed, and he took advantage of her. Basically, her father was white, her mother was black. He tells her not to tell nobody her father was white. So he got her lying about her lineage. So of course, she young, she grieving. So now 2-3 years then passed or more. Because yeah, she was like 23 or so when I met her. And she on Facebook looking for her father. And you know, another sister in a school was like, sis, why you looking at all these Edomites on Facebook? And she ended up confessing to the sister who she thought she could trust. My father is an Edomite, and I'm just trying to find him so I can reconnect with him. She like, what? Your father Edomite? So you ain't no Israelite. And so she explains to her, well, my husband told me not to say nothing to nobody and this and that. Of course, she tells her husband, and it hits the fan. Instead of this man taking responsibility for what he told this girl who was basically still a child at the time, and I mean, I know 17 is not a child, but bro, you either almost 30 or 30 plus, and this is a 17-year-old. And so instead of him taking responsibility for what he told her to do, he jumps on her. Jumps on her, kicks her out of the apartment they was living in, and tells her she can't take their child. She calls, she had got in contact with the father at, somewhere in between there, and asked him to pick her up. Now, this was kind of awkward for him because he just now getting to know his daughter again. And but he come to get her. He come to get her. The dude sees this, runs out and attacks the father. And so by the time I met her, she in bad shape. But we ended up helping her get a gig. She worked for the cleaning service for a little while. My queen ended up helping her. Shout out to MVP Chris Harris. My queen ended up helping her get a better job. Eventually got her a place, and we hooked up with our lawyer. She got a child, but this dude was a member of IUIC, PD, IUIC Police Department, and then the sister, Bree, who I got coming on. This sister, and you've seen on Nefertiti's show, you seen on Vocab Malone show, and I think she's been on a couple of other people's show, maybe not. But this sister joined IUIC with her husband, at least tried to, couldn't get with it, because again, it's the police department pretending to be Israelites. And she goes back, she leaves and is telling her husband, hey, please come with us. They advised him to leave his pregnant wife because this sister was pregnant at the time. And I think they had 2 or 3 other kids already. So these bastards advised this man to leave his pregnant wife and his children, and this fool did it. And so these people are not the kind of people who you want to look at as examples of how men should be. And so when Cap is saying at some point a man got to be a man, they don't know nothing about this. I just wanted to add that, because when you look at how they treat women, they killed the one sister. And I'm saying they did, right, because I don't see ISUPK killing sisters. So obviously this is part of the way they treat their women is part of how they talk to treat their women. You see another dude. Go ahead.
You see how they ramped up on them old ladies at them churches they was running up on when it comes to that
Elderly
blitz
women.
stuff.
Elderly women. So they clearly don't have respect for our sisters, whether they elderly or otherwise, because they killed the sister. They advised the man to leave his pregnant wife and their kids, and then this other bastard, because he asked this girl to lie, he jumps on her instead of taking responsibility for the lie he told her to tell. And these is the dudes who they saying Cap should have had some kind of peaceful resolution with. Go ahead, Cap.
Yeah, hey, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. You know, so once we turn around, some evidence of because one of the other brothers was up speaking after that, and he brought up that transsexual incident. You know, now you know if you notice something about us. I know you know DMG. You know, you never mentioned it spread says like a rumor. You know, says something about you. You know, I'm not just turn around and just say, oh yeah, that's right. He did this. I heard you did this and you did that. We don't do that, right? The things that we mentioned made the news. Yes, you know, and he took. They took him out on. They went on a date with each other. They went and had gay sex, and then he went and turned around and shot him in his face. And this made the news. So when the brother said he wanted some proof of that, I pulled the proof. I pulled up the article of the Purple Group. You understand? One of their members, you know, being charged with attempted murder for trying to unalive a transgender white man that he fell in love with. You know, and so when I did that, that's where you see the trick thing come from. You know, because they started packing up and leave, and then when I started reading that article, now I was trying to hurry up and go. But you see how they was just like ready to go all night at first? You know what I'm saying? Looked like they had all night to stay out there. But as soon as I start dropping that article, you should have seen some of the looks on some of them guys' face. They don't even know that happened. They don't even know about that incident where one of the members had turned around and did that. You know, they probably don't know about that Joy Morgan thing, like what I said. Who knows anything about Joy Morgan? I was, oh man. When I heard that, I was like, damn. That was what them old folks you say, DMG, that was low down.
I'm surgical with this bitch,
you know
Jay. I mean? How you want
to
Man.
That was low down, man. And so then when the brother oh, go ahead, DMG.
Nah, I was just about to say I'm about to play the video. I'm about to play the video, and I'm gonna keep it mute. So keep talking. I see the Godfather Sinetta in the building. He say both groups was wrong. I completely this is abnormal. I completely disagree with my brother Sinetta on this one because them other brothers ain't even had no business approaching that spot.
Absolutely.
But I'm gonna drop the link. You can come in and chime in. But them other brothers shouldn't have even been at that spot. And number one, IUIC had no business even approaching ISUPK. And if you seen the beginning of the show, you would know, as Cap was saying, they've been trying to encroach on their territory for months. So what they thought they was gonna do was come in because they had the numbers. They thought they was gonna bully these brothers, and these brothers was gonna tuck tail and run. And when they didn't, then that's when the situation digressed. I don't think the brother who had on the red shirt, who everybody saying he need to be talked to and all of that. No, he don't, because he never should have been approached. Them bastards never should have even approached them. Period.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with
it. And if I could, real quick, let's go months. We're talking about months. They've been doing this for years. You know what I'm saying? Stalking our camp, stalking our flyers, stalking our classes, because we've been holding classes in that library. So when we were in there holding classes and they know the classes are going on, they'll try to come and set up while they know we're inside having class. They've watched my page, they watch my brother's page, they watch Cap's page, and they try to make sure that they try to beat us out there knowing that we've already put a flyer out and said we're going to have class and camp at that library. So they know exactly what they're doing. And this was a tactic that they thought they were going to get away with, when in fact, these men that go out in the UPK are prepared to die to put the work in. So their bully tactic that they've done in every other state and every other place doesn't work here. You understand?
That's right. That's right. They run up in churches.
You know, so now
people trying to intimidate elderly and women in churches, and they run up on other Israelite groups trying to intimidate them. And this time they ran up on some brothers who wasn't backing down, even though they was outnumbered. That's all that was. They bullies and they punks. They the police.
Right. And that whole thing, you can see how that went. That was definitely some organized police work right there. You know what I mean? To turn around and because okay, now getting to the chair point. Everybody believes that it was the chair that, you know, and like I said, for people that's saying that the ISUPK was wrong for anything, saying you can say that. So I never, by him saying that we was wrong.
Your mic went out.
Sinetta had enough of that shit, didn't he? Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
What about now? Is it good? I don't know what's up with this internet.
You good now?
Yeah. Do you remember the incident when Sinetta, somebody had threatened his family and was threatening him, and Sinetta finally had enough of that shit, right? And Sinetta went in. Sinetta said, "Hold on, bitch." You know what I'm saying? Sinetta started going in. You know, because and guess what? I didn't think Sinetta was wrong for nothing that he did. I did not think that he was wrong for defending himself and his family. I totally am in agreement, because you got pushed to a limit. Sinetta his shows, and Sinetta will go back and forth. He'll talk that shit. He'll do all of that. You understand? But there is a fine line that you just should not cross. You understand? So Sinetta, I don't see how you saying that we wrong in any type of way, when if you watch the video, you will see that the ISUPK wasn't going over there in front of their camp. Go ahead.
Hey, you know, Sinetta my dude, but okay, I totally, I totally disagree with him on this one.
Yeah. Hey,
nah, for real. I'm like,
Cap,
I don't know what video they watching.
You gotta know being a fan.
How do I sound?
You know, so like I said, yeah, the chair wasn't the first thing. You know, it was all the other stuff that they had been doing the whole time we was out there. You know, and so then when it came to the chair, you're behind us. So then the brother had to stop you from doing that. Then now you're trying to move our things to move your things. Now, if you look at if you would stop the camera, the video, right on the chair and the speaker, you will see that the speaker has wheels on it. The same way he didn't have to touch our belongings to wheel that speaker right in front of that chair was when he was trying to break down his equipment. He could have wheeled that thing back and then folded down his equipment and went on and got out of there. It's what he was doing. You understand? You did not have to touch anything at all. And Malak was not wrong at all for doing what he did. I would never, and hear me good, I would never do anything to destroy a man's spirit. You understand? I would never do anything to destroy the masculinity of a goddamn black man. Look at what we have been going through since we've been here in this place. They want the black man to be weak and soft. They want us to shut up. They want us to do nothing about nothing. Take whatever we do to you. Guess what? Because the white man has been doing that since forever. And now these purple punks want us to turn around and stop serving our God, to turn around and put on a purple shirt. I think that that's ridiculous.
Hey, Cap,
the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. And they go around like,
hey, Cap, we got the Godfather in the building. What up, Si?
Peace to everybody. I spoke to Captain Tazoriak, and I do now backtrack off of my earlier video. That as watching the video, I do agree with you, my brother, and I see that IUIC have started the beef, started the fight. Captain told me that they've been out there a few times and they only seen like 4 brothers out there. And so when they come back, they came back to try to bogart. So yes, when I say both of y'all was wrong, I'm not saying ISUPK was wrong because they started, which y'all did not start. I see the speaker was pointed y'all way where y'all couldn't talk. Everybody knew that that was y'all spot, y'all post. But only thing I'm saying is it probably could have been dealt with a different way, because once you see that you are in the limelight and you are before the people, that's what I'm saying. Somebody got to be able to just what they say, yo, bro, you just got to hold your tongue, just fall back, man. You know, let your pride go for a minute, let that slide, because you out there, everybody gonna not just look at ISUPK, we're gonna look at Israel and say what's going on with Israel, and then you know the many videos that's going to be made from everybody. Like if I make a mistake, everybody making videos. That's the only thing I mean when I say both of y'all was wrong. Y'all both read the same book. Y'all both supposed to be following the same God. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, that's the only thing I mean by that when I say both was wrong in that situation.
Gotcha. I got you, Sonetta. You know what I'm saying?
But it's clear that IUIC started all of this, man. It's clear. I see that.
Yeah, the reason I say I disagree with you is because even though the brother to me didn't have a choice but to respond the way he did because of the way these brothers been coming the whole time. If he would have backed down in that moment, number one, he got the rest of his brothers to think about. He can't let, like, as men, we can't let other men come and intimidate us when they trying to teach the people how they believe we should be as men and women. And then you're gonna let another brother who you saying faking the funk come and intimidate you in front of those people. You just, to me, he didn't have a choice but to react that way. That's my opinion, especially when we was here first. We've been on this block. Y'all been trying to infringe on what we doing for months, years, as the other brother said. And then you're going to come over here in mass thinking that you're going to intimidate us. He couldn't back down. And so when you come with a certain amount of aggression, that aggression got to be met on whatever scale. See, everybody looking at it because it turned physical, that, oh, it's a shame and this and that. No, we men. And when you come at a man a particular way, you got to be prepared to get that energy back. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, Cap, if I could real quick.
I agree. What I mean. And so, you know, like I told you, you know, the week prior, they came out with about us and they ended up leaving, you know, because hey, 10-4, that's still an even match to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't care if it was 1,000 of them out there. It would have still been the same way. You understand?
Right.
We don't back down. We ain't running from nothing. And so the thing was this. It wasn't the chair. I saw Malak take the chair and I saw Malak push their speaker. But it wasn't until he pushed my brother. I saw when he actually tried to force their cooler back there. If you look at the video, it took, I remember the discipline that the men over me taught me, you understand, to have when we out there speaking. Because I almost got down off of the podium when he tried to push that cooler back behind us. You understand? So like I said, we are trained to do what we do, right? And we're not just attacking brothers that's out there on camp speaking. I don't care what you do. You can speak on whatever corner you want to, just not on ours. Just not there. You can turn around and go stand wherever you want. We don't have to, you know what I'm saying, just have these type of altercations with just Israelites. Look at the angry mobs of people that we have up against us every week. And you know what happens? We stay on this side and you stay on that side. That same thing goes for everybody. You know, that same thing goes for everybody. That's what that barrier is for you to stay over there and for us to stay over here. And that's how we get down. And so, like I said, it wasn't until he pushed my brother. That's right there. That's where you violated that. You understand? So it wasn't about the chair. And then I totally agree with DMG. There was no talking at that moment. There was no, hold on, brother. Let's talk it out. Let's go in the back. So I heard somebody say that once they had my brother Elisha down on the ground, he should have said, hold on, man. Let's go around the back and fucking talk. Are you kidding me? When these then went from antagonizing us to assaulting us, you understand? Like hold up. Now we supposed to talk it out. Now we're on Israel. You understand? So all that other shit that they did before, trying to force their cooler back there, they didn't look bad for Israel. And the speaker always right in front of us, directly at us. That didn't look bad for Israel. Like everything looked bad for Israel to people who absolutely do nothing out there in this work. They don't do no work. You understand? They sit on the internet all doggone day doing nothing. Now, of course, I know I ain't talking about you because I know that's your internet. You are the king of the conscious internet. You understand? So I ain't talking about you, but I'm talking about other that can in the truth and doing what we do. You understand? And they do not. They do all day. You understand? So I'm talking about those guys that just sit, just talk about what should happen, what could have happened, what broke us.
Your mic's still going in and out, Cap. Matter of fact, I think Cap might have froze.
It's a lot, yeah.
Let the other brother go.
Go ahead, bro.
While he's on freeze real quick, I'm gonna help the brothers and sisters out who say we should have done it another way. You know what I mean? Like in 2019, under the orders of Captain DeGaugabar, we were on that corner and they came out again in the same fashion. They came out there the same way. And Cap had us go across the street. And we were blazing from there. And them brothers in that purple cop uniform brought themselves in a mob in front of our camp and did their little chant. These Negroes gotta go. These Negroes gotta go. These brothers are the ones who are always instigating, even if we move somewhere else. So it had nothing to do with where we were at. If we were on one side of the corner, if our chair was right here, if our chair was right there, it did not matter. These brothers came out there to pick a fight with the UPK, which they will not win. You understand? But that's what their MO is the whole entire time that they see us on that corner in Kansas City, is to come out and pick a fight, is to come out and antagonize, is to come out and try to stir something up. You understand? But it is what it is, because in the UPK, like I said, we won't back down.
And you can tell that these dudes is insidious, because again, outside that, I don't know if you heard this part. Cap was talking about how a sister ended up getting killed dealing with one of these dudes. I know a sister personally who I gave a job to, and I gave a job to at my cleaning company, and my queen helped her get a better job, and we ended up helping her get a place. Helped her get her daughter back from one of these dudes because he had her lie and say her father was black when he was white. And then when it came out, instead of him taking responsibility, he jumps on her. Then jumped on her father when her father had tried to come and get her. And all you had to do was take responsibility for the lie you had this girl tell. But you're going to jump on her and then try to take her child from her? Another sister who I'm going to be interviewing on June 2nd, she's pregnant, and they already got babies together. They advised him to leave her in her pregnant state with their other children because she wouldn't join IUIC PD. These are some insidious. Now, you would never hear that from my brother Cap10K and ISUPK. He joke all the time about me joining ISUPK, and he know my wife don't want no parts of it. And he ain't never said, you're gonna have to leave her if she don't join. Because
let me tell you, you are 100% correct, bro. I know you're right when it comes to dealing with the woman. Remember, Nepal told her story. Nepal was an Israelite one time, and she still is, but there was a time when she was looking at IUIC because she no longer wanted to be around IUIC because they told Nepal that you have to divorce your husband because he wasn't in the ISU. He wasn't in Israel, so to speak. He didn't claim to be an Israelite. So she got 2 children by this man, and they tried to make her divorce her husband. Not only that, they was goddamn stalking her, bro. They were stalking Nepal. She was so scared to even come out the house at one time. Now, this is a while ago. She told her story live on air right on my show, and the show is still up. So like I said, man, I'm not, as I'm really sitting back listening to y'all brothers and hearing the story and then hearing my brother Tazariak, I didn't know they were stalking y'all brothers like that, man. But I won't put it past them because I've been hearing a lot of stories of them. I thought I was looking at something where the brother just touched the chair. I was wrong on that. So I pull that statement back, man. I was wrong on that part right there. The brother was already being antagonized by these brothers. The speaker was turned in. And so any little situation would have made that joint pop off. Anything. The question is, what are you prepared to do next Saturday, Captain 10K? That's the question for you, brother. What are y'all going to do next Saturday? Will you be out there earlier than before to set up or what?
I don't know if you saw it, but yesterday I did my normal radio show. You understand? It's business as usual. Nothing is going to stop this work. You understand?
You know what?
And then guess what? When we noticed that they were out there before us, we didn't try to go out there before them. We went out there at our normal time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And we not like that. It ain't no thing of me trying to beat you to the punch. I would just go find another spot. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna call all the brothers from surrounding cities to come down and get out there before you do.
Right. Have anybody spoken to their head, the Nathaniel?
It kind of went out a little bit.
Have anybody spoken to Nathaniel? Because I told Ariak this yesterday. I said there should always be a time. He went out. I said there should always be a time where a leader should have contact with another leader. Whether y'all hate each other, whether y'all together, y'all still should be able to, because y'all supposed to be leaders in the community. You see what I'm saying, DMG? Where y'all be able to call each other and say, you know what? Let me have my men fall back. Even though y'all may not respect each other or like each other, you still got to have that type of respect. Y'all both say that y'all here for the people. What do you think about that, DMG?
Yeah, I think if
all
the
leaders
brother
have your contact, I'm saying.
Yeah, I think if the brother Nathaniel was
just
a man
like
of
the white
honor,
man, just like the white man. I'm sorry to cut you off. Just like the white man, they all got contact. They don't love each other, but they got contact to say, all right, I'm gonna pull my foot back. That's what I'm talking about.
The thing about it though, they even though we know on a moral level they have these Europeans have no honor. We know that amongst themselves, when they conducting amongst themselves, they have a certain amount of honor. And I don't think this brother Nathaniel has any honor when it comes to dealing with other black people, unless they wearing the purple police uniform. At least with regards to the things he say and the things he do. Because when you order your men to run up on elderly black women, when you cool with your men abusing black women and killing black women, that's not conducting yourself with honor amongst your people. So I don't know if it would do any good to talk to him. And so before I get to MVP Chris Harris, because the brother was waiting patiently, Sonette, I don't know if you're aware, but I'm having a debate with my other brother on the panel, nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel, on whether Sonetta and the HOK is good for the community. He a Christian apologist. And so,
and what's the topic?
It is Sonetta and the HOK good for the black community.
Wow. I take it
so
that.
You already know, where I'm at.
Yeah, I already know.
so yeah, that's gonna be on what we say, June, was it June 3rd?
June 3rd. Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little fun.
That be me and your chat, Sonetta. You be seeing me in your chat from time to time. Yeah, that Trust and Believe the Gospel dude. That be me in your chat all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hopefully, if you don't catch it live, you can catch the replay. But
no, I'm gonna catch this live. I got to see this one live, bro.
Yeah. So we gonna go at it, and I just wanted to make sure you was aware of it. But go ahead, MVP.
Yo. Can I be heard? Testing 1, 2, 3.
We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, just at work right now. Hey, yeah, I watched the video. I'm gonna just give my take on it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Can y'all hear me?
Parties were.
Yeah, we can hear you, Cap. We got MVP Chris Harris going right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just be honest. Both camps are in the wrong. What I get confused at is I'm gonna take the Bible out of it, taking that completely out of it. If both people are teaching the same thing, and both teaching their truth, why not one go there at a certain time and the other one go there at another time? You understand what I'm saying? Now, looking at the numbers alone, sometimes the cooler heads will prevail. You have to be able to assess and look at your situation and say, okay, it's 4 of us and it's 20 of them. That's the first thing I would have seen. All right. Now, when I watched the ISUPK, the IUIC, I watched them. I was talking about it today. I said, look, they got the speaker turned towards the ISUPK. Everything they were doing was in the wrong. That's the first thing. So the brothers from the ISUPK, they were already agitated by that, right? So now they're hollering over each other. They're speaking over one another. They're yelling over each other. They're agitated with each other. For what? Now, I think they were getting ready to close up or shut it down. I saw the IUIC moving his speaker. I saw him grab the chair and begin to adjust it. I don't know what he was going to do with it. I'm not sure. But I saw the other brother snatch the chair and push the speaker over. That caused the IUIC member to push him. The other brother who wasn't really paying attention, saw his brother being pushed, came in and threw a left hand hook down the pipe. Boom! Better than Devin Haney could ever do it, because he can't punch out of a paper bag, right? And that's when the brawl started. The problem I have is if it's a fight, and it's in the streets, let's let it be a fight in the streets. Which one you gonna be? You understand what I'm saying? Don't call the police. I'm seeing brothers sitting up there filming 4, 5 brothers on top of one brother and talking about, see, they ain't about the truth, and they're filming them. This is the same behavior that we have adopted from police brutality, watching our brothers be stomped on and kicked on by white crooked police officers. So the same behavior was exhibited by that of the IUIC, which doesn't surprise me one bit because they practice military drill. And what's the first thing you did? They separated the 4 brothers. 5 of them took each brother down. 5 of them was on top of each brother. So this is wrong all the way around the book. It's wrong. Ain't nobody in the right on this one. If everybody teaching this so-called gospel and everybody teaching the word of Christ, they sure ain't acting like it towards each other. Now, Captain 4K, that's my man's right there. You know what I'm saying? Me and him don't have some battles before. But since he's on here, I'm going to say one thing in closing. Yo, Cap 4K, you there?
Cap10K.
Are you there?
I'm here now. Can
Captain
you hear me?
10K, my bad. Yeah, turn your camera on, show. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Do me a favor, turn your camera on real quick. I want to see this right quick. I want to see something. You know what I always ask you to show me? Because I've already gave my opinion. Turn your camera on. What's up, Sly, by the way?
Hold on, because I'm in my vehicle. Wait 1 second.
Well, anyway, don't worry about it. Let everybody know what you got for them crackers in the kingdom. I thought you had that whip on you. Whip them, not each other. And that's what I wanted to say about the whole situation. Cooler heads got to prevail in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I would say though, Chris, is and I just like I was telling Sly, I disagree with him. Where I disagree with you is this. This has been going on for years, where these brothers and these purple police officers been trying to intimidate not only these brothers but churches and other folk, and they've been conducting themselves in a way that's not conducive to being positive to anybody in the community. And so if Cap sent me a picture earlier today from last week where he pull up to where they already have established that they gonna station for their camp, and these brothers is already out there trying to get set up before they get there. Now Captain been stationed there for months, if not years. Why are you even out here trying to set up when you know this is where we set up camp? You trying to antagonize us. And so it gets to a point
no doubt. I'm with you on that. But did you know most of them are police officers? Did you know that?
I could tell by the way they was talking.
Most of them are police officers.
Don't move. You better not move. Putting them in the same chokehold
Yeah, most of them are police officers. But I'm
put George Floyd in. And so my point is this: as men, at some point, you're not getting ready to intimidate me. You're not getting ready to antagonize me. You're not finna touch my stuff. You're not finna encroach on my territory. Like at some point that get old, especially when I've been watching you try to do it to me for years. I've been seeing you doing it to other people. I gotta let you know I'm not about to be your victim. I don't, even if it on the schoolyard, at the park, playing ball, wherever we at, as men, at some point you gotta stand up for yourself. And so that's why I don't see no error on Cap part and ISUPK part. This is IUIC PD trying to bully their way into a situation, and when it was met with the same aggression, then they want to deploy their paramilitary police tactics. That's what this was to me.
Can I disagree with you? Go ahead, if somebody.
Just real quick, you. And DMG, what I do for work, I do security supervisor at my job, teach people teams, all that stuff or whatever. I don't advocate for violence, but I do advocate for self-defense. And yeah, bro, them dudes coming out there knowing that that's their spot, that's their place, all that. You can move your stuff, you can set your stuff up, do all that, but don't touch my stuff. And that's really what they come down. So you know what I'm saying. But go ahead, Q.
Hey Q, before you start talking, man, do you got the nose ring in? If you got the nose ring in, you gotta go.
Q, you with us?
He must got it in.
Oh, okay. Sonetta, what's good, bro? Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
If I could, real quick, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I was having some technical issues. But yeah, I'm in my vehicle now on my phone. But to what Sonetta had asked me, it's business as usual. You understand? We're not finna stop the work of the Lord all because of the purple police. You know what I mean? We're not finna not go to our spot. We're not finna not have camp. We're not finna close the doors to our school because this looks so bad for Israel. Not to me. You understand? It just don't look bad to me at all. See, what a lot of people don't understand that what they actually witnessed was spiritual. Now, if brothers could just be so brotherly, like what everybody was saying, why couldn't you work it out like brothers? Why couldn't y'all talk? You understand? Then the talk should have been before all of that happened, not try to do the things that you was doing. You understand? To get some shit kicked off, and then now we supposed to be brothers. You know, because we know we brothers before that. You know, and that's why we don't bother nobody's camp. We don't make cats get off corners. We ain't telling them, hey, you can't teach what you teach. Me and these brothers disagree on this stage right here. But not once have I told DMG, you ain't no brother to me, nigga. You can't be. You understand? So Sadetta and Captain Zaria got a great relationship. You understand? I even met Sanetta person. I felt like he was a great brother when I met him also. You know, and then to hear the interview that Captain Cesariak did with you, even though I don't agree with, saying those views, I mean, I didn't know that he did all of that stuff myself, you know? So, like I said, it ain't personal to me. I don't take any of this stuff personal. Nobody. He is a Christian, and I totally agree with it. But that's a brother. That's my brother. You understand? Me and him, we ain't trying to kill each other. You know, we have our discussions, and we leave that shit like that. You know, and like I said, we ain't out here attacking, antagonizing nobody. We don't just walk around setting up at people's. Look, I hate Christianity with everything in me. And I ain't went to no church. I ain't went to no service, no revival, no, you know what I'm saying? None of that stuff that they do. I ain't went to pastor's first Sunday or nothing to try to stop them from believing and doing what they believe in it.
Right.
You understand? To try to make them.
They
Yeah,
did.
they did. Yeah, absolutely. They do that. And then what they are trying to do is they are trying to scare you into leaving your religion and to follow theirs. But it just don't work with, you understand, with the men in the ISUPK. I'm not finna forsake my oath that I made to the Most High. You understand, to serve Him and obey our King, to turn around and wear a purple shirt with fringes at the bottom of it. I'll be damned. So,
Yeah,
like I said, it's business as usual, Sonetta.
Yes.
You know that. Hey, you know that.
Hey, can I disagree real quick, if I may?
Hey, Cube, I know you had froze up. I had asked you, if you got your nose ring in, then I don't really want to hear.
You funny.
So, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, it's cool. Hey, ladies love cool Q, so it works for me. But me personally, I thought it was a failure on both sides, because these people, now I understand the ISUPK, that they say, well, you're not in the truth if you're not with them. I understand that portion, but what they all subscribe to is the fruits of the Spirit, which is written in the New Testament. And the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and this is the big one, the last one, self-control. Where was the self-control when it came to the ISUPK? Where was the self-control when it came to the IUIC? Where was the patience when it came from either of those camps? None of it was there. So before we jump on one side and say, well, this brother was wrong and that brother was wrong, but hold on, you brothers, but these two particular camps, they subscribe to this book. They subscribe to this book, which says that. So for anybody that's jumping on one side or the other, we would have to ask these brothers, well, hold on. Where was the love, the joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control? It wasn't there. And secondly, DMG, when you said well, these brothers have been out there and all of this for years, and they're trying to encroach on their territory. This isn't their territory. They don't pay for that spot every month or every week that they go out there. They don't pay for that. That's public property that they're on. So no, every single one of those brothers was wrong in every single way. And this shows us that the fake black Hebrew Israelites do not believe in what they teach. They'll sit on the corners, tell women, black women, black men how they're this, how that, how they're that, how they're disgusting, how they need to come back to God. But these people are not even practicing what God brought down to them.
Uh-oh.
But go ahead. I'll stop there.
Yeah, let me respond if I could real quick.
Hey, but before you go, can I say this? Because this would be funny. This would be funny to me. When people who don't believe in the Bible, and that, you know, that's what's up. I ain't mad at nobody. It's cool. But when they say you should be doing X, Y, Z, as if they forgot that we all still humans and we all still gonna respond accordingly as humans, regardless of what we striving to do or striving to be. We still gonna respond in a human manner, some or most of the time, regardless of what we looking to do beyond our human emotions and standards. So my brothers is still humans. And so, regardless of what they striving to be and looking to do, I still don't fault them, and I still don't think they fell short of what they believe in. I still don't think they lack in belief. And I'm really finding it difficult to listen to my man Q, who I got the utmost respect for, think he can criticize somebody who follow the Bible when he don't even believe in it. So I can't have Q hold my man Cap to a particular standard when he think it's hogwash. All of a sudden, people who don't believe in the Bible want to call it into question and talk about how serious it is when they want to critique somebody who do. I think that's bullshit. So that's what I got to say.
Go ahead, Cap. Let me just
hold on 1 second, Q. 1 second. Yeah, one second, because like I said, you obviously struggle with right from wrong. You obviously suffer from right, knowing what righteous judgment is. You mentioned patience. You didn't see how much patience that we had. Did we run over to their speaker and knock it down when he pulled it over there? Did we tell him back your speaker up? Did we tell while he kept coming over there towards us? Did we tell him, hey, go over on your side, stop coming over here to us? We didn't say nothing. Those men of mine did exercise patience. You understand? And you talking about self-control. Yeah, we exercise self-control. We did that. Because while you're antagonizing, we are trained for this. That's what you don't understand. We train for the antagonizing. You understand? We get all kinds of things that are thrown at us. You understand? Signs knocked down, all kinds of things. And you know what we don't do? We don't turn around and kill our people that do that. We don't bash them upside their head because they knock over our sign. We had a brother last week, high out of his doggone mind, turned around and walked up to the speaker, put his foot on it, and turned around and slammed the camera shut, and then ran off. We didn't beat the hell out that brother. You understand? We didn't do that. We backed him up though, you know. But we didn't go beat his ass, put him in a police chokehold because he put his foot on our speaker. And it's on camera. We got the footage of this. You understand? But we did not harm a brother because he put his foot on one of our speakers. You understand? So the same thing with that incident where the brother turned around and, like I said, enough was enough. If you watch that video, if you saw what they did, like I said, they actually moved their cooler from right there where we set up at and put it over there closer to them. Now, why would they do that? Why would they move their things once they saw that we were there? And then why are you, after so long, trying to move your things back behind us now? Nah, come on, bro. Like I said, and like what? I'll go ahead.
No, you being nice to Cube, man. Just say this, man. Just
I'm running this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
It's the lie.
You know that's next. You know that's next. So like I said, hold on one second. So like I said, you putting your cooler back behind us. You put your speaker over there by us. Now you rolled it over there. So why couldn't you just roll your shit back and go on? You was leaving. Why did you do that? You understand? So like I said, you can't touch anybody's personal belongings, man. I gave a story. I don't know how long you was listening, but Jehovah's Witnesses, you know what happened? When Jehovah's Witnesses are on a corner that I want, you know what I do? I go find another corner, man. I'm not finna try to make them get off the corner for them giving out watchtowers to people. I go find another corner. When Captain Mawakwa gave me the orders to go find camp spots here in the city of St. Louis, I seen other groups out there. And you know what I did? I found another corner. I seen Jehovah's Witnesses out there. I seen churches out there. I didn't tell them they had to move. I saw white people. I can't stand white people. I didn't make them move. I didn't take their things and move it because it was in my way. I don't do people. I got self-control, like what you mentioned. We have self-control and discipline in the ISUPK. But when you are doing something to a man, it's only so long before a man has to turn around and react. And my brother, in no way, shape, form, or fashion, and I don't give two fucks what you and nobody else has to say about my brother. He did what he felt was right. You understand? Because you can only turn around and try to punk somebody for so long, so many times. That's what we call it here in St. Louis. You trying to punk somebody. You know what I mean? So we just couldn't let that ride, bro. So I don't know what you saw, what you talking about.
Right. So let me just respond. Right, cool. So let me just respond to DMG and you at the same time. So
yeah, and Q, once we get done with Q, we got Andre the Voice in the building. Go ahead, Q.
No doubt. So yeah, see, and I disagree, brother, because what you were basically alluding to is that since I don't believe in the Bible, I can't critique the people that actually believe in it. I disagree with that. I don't have to be a part of something to actually critique it, because this group, they have laws, statutes, and commandments. I can point out when they're not following these things that they've set up for themselves that we can actually see. And secondly, I don't have to be Reggie Miller to show a person when they're shooting a jump shot wrong. I don't have to be that. I could be like, hey, you're not flicking your wrist.
Steph Curry instead of Reggie Miller, but go ahead.
Well, you know, I'm a little older, so you know, but I'm just saying, you know, he was the original, but that's cool too. Steph took his place, but also, like I say, they have laws that tell them how to act, and they didn't do so according to their laws. I'm just pointing out where they went wrong based on the supposed laws that they follow, not me. Now, the brother just said, well, see, I see Jehovah's Witness and this and that. They be here and on this corner and that corner, and I just find another corner. Why didn't he do it that day? That would fall into the peace and the patience and the kindness, fruits of the Spirit. That will fall there. But see, he didn't do that. They wanted to stand their ground. They wanted to be no cowards. Well, why couldn't you just pick up your stuff and move on to another corner? You didn't want to do that. You wanted to be hard. You wanted to try to show these other people that you was this, that you was tough, that you weren't gonna move. No, why didn't you just get up and move and teach your supposed gospel somewhere else? But see, and last thing I'll say is this. Now, when you say, well, I don't, well, Cube don't believe in this, Cube don't believe in that. You're right, I don't. But see, these people are supposed to be the renewed humans. So I don't want to hear no talk about, well, see, the human reaction is to do this. The human reaction is to do that. Hold on, I'm the nigga. I'm the heathen. I'm the dirtbag. I'm the person that's not gonna have eternal life. You can't go off what I'm gonna do. You have to go off what the Bible says. These are the people that are supposed to be renewed in Christ, and they're supposed to be the heavenly ones and angelic ones. Not me. I'm the one that's supposed to come back and come at y'all and be like, oh hell, don't get all rowdy. They are not supposed to be the ones to do it. And I'll stop there.
Yeah,
Hey, so
and
real quick,
my,
DMG, hold on 1 second, DMG. Let me real quick.
hey,
Q, why would we have to? Why would we have to turn around and go to another corner when we have already established ourselves on
Because you
that
did it.
corner?
Because you just did it.
You're missing the point. Hold on 1 second.
real quick.
What?
I don't want y'all to get into a back and forth because we got
You got one
Andre.
question.
Yeah,
But look,
I got you.
look.
Hold on 1 second, Q, because I ain't done.
Let me say this to Q real quick, Cap, so I can get to Andre.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is this, Q. If you as a non-believer, right? Like if you said what's my worldview, and I told you it's the biblical worldview, the teachings of Jesus Christ, and I asked you what's your worldview, and you ain't got nothing for me, then I don't see how you would be qualified to even critique or have anything to say about what I believe or what Cap believes. If you ain't standing on nothing, if you ain't standing on nothing yourself, then you ain't really qualified to come after me. That's my point. And I know you want to respond, but before you do, let me get the Reverend Dollar B. Green. Go ahead, Andre. Can you hear us?
While we waiting on the brother, let me say this real quick. The point that I was making was we don't run people off their corners. If someone else establishes a corner, that's what the Bible says. We don't build on another man's foundation. It's not the point about the blocks and things like that being owned by the city. The city allows everyone to protest on those corners. Black Lives Matters, Christian churches, whoever the hell, KKK, everybody can do a protest and walk up and down the street or stand there and pass out their information and do exactly what we did. And nobody says anything about them doing it. But you want to complain when we do it. You understand? So what the point that I'm making with that when I said that was we don't remove people from their corners. If someone else is established there, like I said, I've seen Jehovah's Witnesses on a corner that I looked at. And you know what I did? I went somewhere else. I'm not talking about me finding a corner and then when I get on my corner, here you own it, and now you think I'm just gonna leave? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. And it has nothing to do with being hard. Nigga, I already know I'm hard than a motherfucker. I ain't got to prove that to nobody. So what I did was I went on my usual corner. And if you heard me from the beginning when I said they moved their things from where we originally speak at. So why would they do that if that was their corner, if they were in the right? Why would they take their cooler and move it out the way first so that we could set up and then turn around and put it back in the way? So it ain't had nothing to do with being hard. This was our spot. And this was business as usual. And we pulled up like we always do. And we set up like we always do. The same way, facing the same way. We did everything the same. We got pictures, you understand, on Facebook and every other social media site to show and prove that we do things the same damn way out there. Ain't nothing no different. So we didn't do anything abnormal because they were there. It wasn't, oh, it's time to be hard now. Me and my niggas hard every day of the week. Not just no this day because the purple police was there. You understand? So it wasn't no trying to show off. It was this was our regular shift right here. That's what that was. This was our normal shift. And we're gonna perform our normal duties when we get out there on our shift. So you wrong what you're trying to imply. You understand? And then I agree with DMG is how can when you have no morals on your own that you stand on. So how can you try to critique someone else about what they say they believe in? You understand? And here is just the opportunity, the chance that people take to just to say because people that they hate. You understand? Oh, see, I see y'all wrong and this and that. Now that's all that is. You know, and I'm fine with it. I don't care. I don't care what nobody has to say. You understand? Because I'm still gonna keep doing the work of the Lord every single day. Ain't nothing changed. Like I told Sonetta, this is business as usual. He already know. Sonetta know this business as usual, man. He been rocking with us for the longest, and he know how the UPK get down, and he know ain't nothing for the change about us. Now, if some brothers want to turn around and have a sit down, you know what I'm saying, and talk about moving forward or whatever, Captain Tazariak has already thrown it out there. Matter of fact, Commander General Yohana been throwing it out there for years, saying, brothers, let's sit back down at the table and let's talk it out. Let's have a conversation. Ever since I've been in the school, I've been hearing that. You understand? 9 going on 10 years. So, like I said, and I know nothing has changed. You know what I'm saying? They still do the same thing. They invite brothers who not in the school, sisters who not in the school to events of ours. You understand? They come, they eat, they drink, they do all that. We don't mistreat them because they're there. We don't do that. You understand? So, like I said, brother, you got the wrong idea about what you claim was a failure. You understand? Because it was not. Like I said, you just clearly do not have, you have no clue about justice. You understand? And being a man, you understand, and masculinity. Yeah, I believe, you know, you may have fell short in that area because I know you would not let nobody do you that same way, brother. And you claim to do something different. It's only so many buttons that you can push, so many things that you can do before masculinity kicks in. And that's why you got that inside of you. You understand? To defend yourself. That's why that shit is like built in you to defend yourself. And it's showing up built in me. Yo, go ahead, brother.
Let's see if Sinetta want to get in real quick, and then
come on with it.
Let Q respond. But before we do that, I gotta when Cap get in his bag, I gotta hit this real quick.
I'm running this shit.
Go ahead, bro.
Your $5 ass down before I make change.
Hey, Si, you want to get in real quick? I think he might be on the phone. Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, I think he's on the phone.
What up, Domo? And real quick, Leandre, I'm not swimming down that river with you, brother. I don't care if it's a logical fallacy. If a man step to me, it's gonna be a problem. And it's like you always say about me. People don't play with me because they know I'll come and see them in real life. And so, like, don't disrespect my wife. Don't disrespect my children because I got money to blow on a plane ticket, and that's what it is with me. So I don't talk about people's kids. I don't talk about people's wives. None of that. Right. If I got something to say about a man, I say it about that man. But if you bring my wife or my kids into it, I ain't finna go back and forth with you on the internet. I'm gonna come and see you eventually, and we gonna settle up straight like that. And I'm not capping. I'm not bullshitting. I'm gonna see you, and everything you said, you gonna have to repeat that shit. Period. That's all.
See, check this out. Now, just real quick, you know, this is, I know you're saying, like, I don't care about the logical fallacies, but these things have to be taken into consideration because what was told to me is because I don't believe in the Bible, then I can't critique.
No. I'm not saying that you can't critique it, my G. I'm saying this. What are you standing on that makes you qualified to critique it?
No, because I okay.
No, I'm literally asking the question. What makes you qualified to critique the Bible?
Well, I'm not critiquing the Bible. I'm telling you.
What makes you qualified to critique Cap?
What standard?
What makes me qualified?
True. He asking you what standard are you using?
I'm using the standard of the laws, statutes, and commandments, and I'm showing the deviation. So it's not necessarily a critique. I'm showing the hypocrisy.
So how did Cap deviate from the law, statutes, and commandments in that scenario?
Well, he just actually showed it himself. He said because when he deals with the Jehovah's Witness, he said that he would just choose another corner. Now, he would show patience with this other group of people.
Did he say that was a part of the law, statutes, and commandments?
No, I'm saying that because I have them available to me to show the hypocrisy in what they're doing.
Cap didn't say he did that based on the law, statutes, and commandments, though.
Well, what other reason would he be doing it?
Because he wanted to.
Exactly. And that's what I'm pointing out, that he wanted to do it when it came to this group of people, but when it came to the purple police people, he didn't do it. Because like I said, he wanted to be hard. He wanted to be tough.
Based on the history that has occurred with the purple PD.
He clearly got a problem hearing and comprehending. Because like I said, he don't even understand DMG that.
Hold on, Cap. Let me ask you this. Q, every time you see me, I walk up to you and I grab your nose ring. Am I eventually gonna get knocked out, or at least you gonna try to?
Well, it depends if I have this fruits of the spirit. If I have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity.
No. Let's say you got all that. Let's say you got all that. And every time you see me, I try to grab your nose ring.
Well, I would do my best.
Are you going to eventually make it so I can't grab your nose ring again, or you going to keep allowing me to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to make it to where you can't grab my nose ring, to where I'm going to avoid you. Hold on. I'm going to avoid you. you. Whereas these brothers did not choose the avoidance route. What they chose was to be head on. Because like he just said, we're no cowards. We're tough. Me and my niggas are real niggas all day long.
And I believe that.
I did. I
did.
But hold on. I just wanted to finish.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and my brother, I apologize. I think it's Officer
Kunaya.
Okay.
You can just call me.
I want to ask him this: am I reaching if I say not being a coward is part of the laws and statutes and commandments? Am I reaching if I say that?
Heavily.
No, I'm asking.
Was you asking me that?
No, I was asking the officer.
Oh, cute. Go ahead, brother.
Hell no. You understand? The Most High Himself says, "I am a man of war." You understand? What that brother is talking about is pure, unadulterated Christianity. You understand? He ready to turn the other cheek if you grab that ring in his nose. You understand? I'm not turning the other cheek. You understand? Grab the ring in my nose, you're gonna get a black eye. And furthermore, the brother talking about we don't own those spots. According to the government, if you bought a house, you don't own it. That means you're gonna let anybody run up in there and take your stuff. That means you're gonna let anybody come in there and violate you. You understand? Like this is the problem with brothers who have not stepped their foot out in the street to put their lives on the line. You understand? Like, when have you ever stepped outside of your comfort zone to do anything? And furthermore, the way we set up camp is protocol to protect ourselves. And if anybody violates, or like you can ask Sinetta, he's totally familiar with this. If anybody crosses the line, you understand, they will be dealt with accordingly. You understand? This ain't about being tough. And just like Cap said, he's not going to a corner where it's occupied and trying to take over. But nobody's going to come and take over our spot where we do work at weekly.
Are you not entertained?
Monthly, where we do work at yearly. We're not having that. You know, we're not no pushovers. This ain't the Christian church over here, man.
Yeah, but unfortunately, but see, unfortunately for you, bro, is that when you look at your Bible, it tells you two different things. On one hand, you have Jesus.
Hold on, Q. Hold on, real quick.
I was actually speaking before you started asking me a bunch of questions.
No. You gonna keep going. I just want to take time to shout out the wonderful Miss Monica Lamb in the building. Shout out to you, my sister. Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, no doubt. Shouts out to the sister, man. She actually does do good work, and I appreciate what she does. But unfortunately for the ignorant brother who was just speaking, his Bible says multiple things. Like, his Bible can say, "Oh, turn the other cheek," but then the Bible also says to where Jesus tell him to go get a sword. You see what I'm saying? To defend themselves. So the Bible is saying multiple things. So which one do you follow? So in essence, no, I really can't say that you're wrong on what you do, but what I can show is that according to the fruits of the Spirit, you Negroes are all wrong.
So Q, what are the fruits of the Spirit? And again, love. I want to know what makes you qualified to critique the Bible or these brothers in regard to the fruit of the Spirit. Go ahead.
Now watch this. So now the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Now what makes me qualified is this. Now see, we have this confusion going on. So allow me to clear it up. So we all have children, right? So what you're telling me or alluding to is that I wouldn't be qualified to tell my daughter that she's doing long division wrong because I'm not a math teacher. I'm not qualified.
Nobody.
Hold on.
Run the panel. I gotta step away. Cube, keep going.
Okay.
I got
cool. So
don't forget to let Sarnetta get in before he burn out.
I got you. So according to what's being asked of me, I wouldn't be able to tell my daughter that her grammar is incorrect because I'm not a math teacher. This doesn't make sense. We have to stop saying, well, what qualifies you to say this? What qualifies you? No, there is no qualification needed. You can see a law and you can see people deviating from it. And that right there, the standard is the law. And these people were not acting in accordance when it came to the law. There was no love. There was no joy. What was the joy in them getting moved off their block? There was no joy in that. These Negroes decided to sit their monkey ass there and try to fight and try to go back and forth with these purple police people. Hold on. If you know that these people are police and all of this, why don't you find joy in just leaving and find another block the same way that you do when it comes to the Jehovah's Witness? But you didn't do it because you want to be tough. You wanted to put your phone out there to record how you moved them off the block, but instead you got held down and ran through like a man. Stop it. Next, go ahead.
You could stop. Go ahead, Sonny.
Yeah.
I want to jump in here real quick, y'all.
Yeah, I want to say this, y'all. Sometimes, when I speak, because y'all be calling me the Godfather and all this, but when I'm just gonna say, because someone disagreed don't mean they hate you, man. Y'all know I got love for ISUPK. I got love for my captain. But I agree with Cube on this part. And why do I agree with Cube? Because it's not about who's tough. Y'all took an oath to protect and serve the people. And so when you are out in public, sometimes you ever heard of the saying, bite your tongue on this one. Hold your tongue. The Bible teaches you discipline. General Yohana teaches y'all discipline. Steadfast. Sometimes it's best to not just go and fly off the handle. When you look at now, we all know IUIC was fucking wrong. I agree with that. But when you step and cross that line with him, you both become wrong because the people are, when they say two people are arguing, both of y'all look like a goddamn fool. That's the way it looked. You see the people that was non-believers filming it saying, look at these niggas, look at these groups. And he was jokingly saying it. Look at these groups fighting each other. This shit is crazy. Black on black. And that's exactly what everybody else is going to say. You got critics out there. And when you say, how can you be a critique of the Bible when you're not a believer? We could say the same thing about everybody. How can you be a critique about Islam? How can the Muslims or the Israelites be a critique about Kemetic? Because y'all critique Kemetic science, you critique the Nation of Islam, you critique a lot of things. So to say someone else can't critique you because they are not in the Bible or they're not an Israelite, that is wrong. We all can critique each other. It says that in the Bible, matter of fact. It tells you that in your scriptures. And so that's all I'm saying. I would say y'all gotta try to display a little more discipline. If anybody go to the videotape, you'll see what I'm talking about. I could play the tape. When the brother, he ain't tried to take the chair, he picked it up and tried to move it to the side. Right? And the other brother with the red shirt came over and grabbed the chair and did that. So that's gonna cause a reaction. That's what I'm saying. It ain't, to avoid all of that, let them get the hell out of there. Now we're going to prepare for next week when we come. We know how they coming. We got them up here. Now we know how they rolling. You see, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. So
I want you to hear. I want you to hear all this before you go real quick, because Dre been here for a while, and Dre ain't had a chance to say nothing at all. Dre, if you want to chime in real quick, and then Cap, you can go right after Dre, bro.
Ain't no sweat.
Yeah, real quick, man. I don't want to interrupt y'all, Bill, man. I was in Toronto, man, and I saw my Uncle Sonetta. Peace to my Uncle Sonetta. Go live, and I seen my man Cap hemmed up, man. I said, "What's up, man? What's up with my captain?" And I said to one of my wives, who I was with in Toronto, I said, "It's my captain of 10,000." She said, "It looked like 10 niggas to me." So I wanted to know, are you all right, Cap? What's going on, Cap?
Oh, you can't hear it in my voice that I'm all right?
Cap, man, you know I call you on the phone, make sure you
Yeah,
all right.
I know you do.
Captain,
you already know I'm good.
When I was in Toronto doing the Lord's work, and I saw you on Uncle Sonetta channel hemmed up like a pair of pants, I said, "What's up with my Cap, man?" And so, you know, I'm a moron, Captain. So I gotta ask, one question. Y'all consider yourselves the home of the truth and somewhat the beginning of this whole movement in the United States of the Hebrew Israelites, correct? So why don't you think the Most High allowed y'all to continue to have the numbers of the IUIC, right? Because from a moron's point of view, or my vantage point, you would think that the winners would be IUIC, who had like 40 niggas on the corner to y'all. How many of y'all had, like 3 or 4?
Yeah, it was 4.
So right, because that's why she said like he the captain of 3 niggas. So why do you think the Most High allowed that to happen?
I gotta say this though, man. Them four ran towards that wave of purple. But go ahead, Cap.
Listen, I'm not listening. I'm with the captain. You know, that's my captain. You know what I'm saying?
That's my
I'm with him.
Go ahead, Cap.
No sweat. The scripture says that the righteous are bold as lions. You understand? And when I express to outside the queue, this is how I am every day. You understand? Everybody know I got them hands, I got guns, I got all kinds of things to defend me and myself and my brothers and my sisters and my family. So that don't bother me. That's every day to me. That don't turn off on me none. You understand? So, but to the question about the Most High letting it happen. See, what people don't understand is there are even worse things that happen to the brothers in the Bible, the prophets in the Bible. You understand? To where Paul and them, you know what, an angry mob of people turned around and jumped on them brothers as well. You understand? That come with the territory. Losing your life. You understand? If you're not willing to die for the Most High and our King, then this job probably is not the job for you.
Damn right.
Maybe you should go somewhere else. Maybe you should go get a job at a desk or something. You understand? Because this work right here, you just might lose your life. The Most High didn't promise you that nothing would ever happen to you when you get out there. He said the Bible says that He sends you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. You understand? So guess what? Sheep get ate up by wolves, don't they? But what do? You understand? Like I said, we stand as bold as lions against whoever. You understand? So it's not that the Most High. Why did He let this happen? Why did the prophets get killed? Why did the apostles get killed in the Bible? Why did they get treated the way that they did? Why did our king? They put our king to death. You understand? So, like I said, that thing right there about why the Most High did, we already know what this work consists of, and we are willing to do the job. We are willing to put our lives on the line, and it wasn't just against the purple cats. You understand? It's against whoever. You understand? I done dealt with the police. I done had real live police officers just like them, except they didn't wear no purple shirts. Come and surround us, try to run us off corners and all kinds of things. You understand? So it ain't nothing new. This is nothing new to us. That's what I'm saying. This is everybody else so shocked and I hope you all right and shit. I'm good. You understand? It didn't bother me none, brother. So
Well, the purple,
one thing real quick.
got swept though.
Hey, but real quick.
Hold on 1 second, bro. I didn't hear
the,
something.
the Purple Cats just got swept.
The Lakers.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, man. Hey, look, show over, everybody. I gotta go into my mourning period for the summer. So
Hey, but Cap, hey, Cap. So in my Sinetta voice, if the Most High would send down a lion spirit, right, to deceive the people, why didn't the Most High send down the common spirit to calm 2 families or 2 schools that's doing the work of the Lord?
Because IUIC had chariots of iron. That's why.
I just explained it to you.
So if you,
I just told you.
I want Cube out of here. He's doing too much.
All right, so look, so if you just
see, here's the thing. All IUIC had, all they had was 30 guys with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean, in the hood where I'm from and where I grew up at, you know, we never turned around and tolerated 10 going against 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was always looked at as some coward shit to me. You understand? The men that I grew. Go ahead.
Where you from, Cap?
It's the Show Me State, St. Louis.
That's right.
You understand? The Show Me State. So
what you gonna say about that? Now them sisters gotta pack up and leave.
Yeah, hey, that's what got them butthurt right there. You understand? When I brought out that article where that dude, you know, one of their members had, you know, that gay sex with that transgender, and then tried to kill him. You know.
Man.
So, but see, like I said, brother, y'all be thinking like magical stuff when it comes to the Most High. When I just explained to you, and I could get the scriptures to show you and back up what I said. When Christ said, matter of fact, I can show you in the Bible where Christ sent brothers out in twos. You understand? And told them, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Go ahead, nobody.
Let me say, because you know I'm a Christian, you a Hebrew. Both of us hate each other's doctrine, but we agree on this. And since the name Christian been brought out tonight, I don't know what y'all think that Bible is saying, man. I'm talking about the other non-believers. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't see how y'all can read the Bible and see softness, bro. I don't care if you read the Old Testament or the New Testament. When you look at Christ, when Christ was arguing with these people, he was arguing with the politicians and the religious leaders of that day. These are people that's in high power.
Politicians ain't killing nobody, bro.
Hold up, check this out. These politicians had so much power that they could go to the governor and say, kill this dude. What you mean they wasn't killing nobody, bro?
Nobody. Hold on. Real quick. Nobody. Hold on. Because I know everybody here watch movies, mobster movies in particular, right? And I'm sure everybody remember this scene in The Godfather when Michael was talking about his father and Kay, his future wife, said, presidents and senators don't have people killed. And he say, now who's being naive, Kay? Like, I can't believe Cube just said what he said.
Well, come on, bro. What are you talking about?
If you don't get your nose ring wearing ass out of here with that. Hey, with that being said, though, check this out. Nobody. Keep the show going. Cube, I hope you stay on. Sinetta, salute for coming on. I appreciate you, bro. Come back for that debate between me and my brother on is Sinetta and the HOK good for the black community. Andre, salute to you for coming on, taking a break from one of Andre's angels. And
Tabernacle.
I'm gonna go up here and have my wife comfort me after the Lakers then got eliminated. And y'all keep going with the show. That's peace. Salute to the chat. Like peace. I say, y'all stay on and keep it rocking.
But nobody.
You Midwest niggas are so confused. How you a Midwest nigga and you a Laker fan? See, y'all niggas is confused off the rip.
I don't even watch basketball, but I got you, Q. You coming in next.
Until you take that nose ring out, brother, you can't say nothing to me, man.
That's hilarious.
My 18-year-old daughter got a nose ring, brother.
Dude, my 17-year-old got one. But I just want Cap is still your time, Cube. You can go right after him and Cap one of your officers or one of the other brothers that you have. They can come in after that. I just want to say this. while you was making your statement, Cap. I don't know what these dudes are reading from the Bible, man.
Right.
And Cube is 100% right. The Bible do give us fruits of the spirit, but you can't knock the other side that the Bible gives too. The Bible says that it's a time for everything, and it also give a list of what it's time for, and war is also named in those things. Again,
Is
not
there a
only can
time
we
for
go,
homosexuality? Just real quick. Is
nah,
there a time?
no,
No, brother,
because
come
if
You
you
on,
said
look
man.
at,
everything.
no,
Listen,
wait,
you
I'm
said
gonna tell you
everything.
why.
No, my
He
God.
When
said
I
it gives
said
a
every,
list.
hold on, what everybody, pop. When I said everything, I said it gives you a list of what those everythings are. Homosexuality ain't in there, so come on now, come on. Cube, you used to be a Christian and a Hebrew Israelite. You know that ain't in there, bro.
Nah, I'm
Come
just
on now, you
messing
have
with
to
you,
ask
bro.
that.
I'm
I know.
stoking. Yeah,
I
I'm
already know,
stoking the
Cube.
flames, bro. I'm
Cube,
stoking
you
them.
know you
But go
my bro,
ahead.
bro. I
Yeah,
already know. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You good. I got you.
for
So,
sure.
but anyway, I just want to say, inside Cap defense, based off of the people who've been disagreeing with him tonight, I think some people overlook the things that are in the Bible. Me, I'm a Christian all day. I ain't got no issue with saying that. And as a Christian, I still can see in the Bible. Yeah, the Bible say turn the other cheek and all that, but the Bible don't say be no punk. Jesus turned the other cheek all day and still got on people's butt. So obviously it's a different understanding when it comes to what that means. It's not a contradiction. A contradiction is two things that can be true at the same time. When we read in the Bible and it's saying, okay, when you're in this position, you act this way, act that way. And then when you read the Bible and it says when you're in the opposite position, act this way and act that way, that's balance. That's not a contradiction. And I think that when it comes to the man of God, whether you want to claim to be a Hebrew or a Christian, I think the people who on the outside, who don't believe in the Bible at all, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all totally misconstrued that. But go ahead, Cap, and then Q right after you, Cap.
Yeah, no sweat. I'm gonna be quick with it and turn around and let my brother speak if he wants to. My thing is for all of the, you know what I'm saying, the naysayers and who's wrong, who's right. I want to know, did anybody hear the brother, the one of the cats in purple yell out, he got a gun, he got a gun when the police showed up? Did anybody hear that?
No, I
Nah,
didn't. I
we
watched the
didn't. We
video.
didn't hear
Yeah, I
that
didn't hear that.
crybaby. We didn't
Yeah.
hear
You
that
didn't hear the part?
crybaby ass nigga. We didn't hear that
Yeah,
crybaby ass nigga.
right. If you go to I believe it's the video. I should have sent it to you, nobody, because they was going over that part yesterday. You understand? And this is what happened. They turned around. One of the four brothers, the cats that was on his back, said, "He's got a gun. He's got a gun." As soon as the police put up, they said, "Where's the gun at?" In his right pocket. They go in his right pocket, and the police say, "That's his phone." She even
See,
had attitude about it. You
they gonna get
understand?
somebody killed, bro.
And
They get somebody killed, bro.
absolutely. Now, see, now this is what went on out there. You can hear them plainly saying, "Call the police." You understand? That's what they turned
Yeah,
around
I
and
heard
did.
that. I
They
heard
they
that.
got the whole instance. See what they know. You understand? They know the you know, to stay within the parameters of the law. They know how it works because they are the police, right? They know that whoever calls
Mm-hmm.
first is the person that's looked at as the victim and not the aggressor. You understand?
Right.
You're the one calling for help. So
From
you
y'all
get this
standpoint,
whole
yeah.
thing right. You kick this whole thing off. Got 30 people with you. It take you 5 and 6 and 7 to wrestle every brother down, so you can get us in a position to where you could do that. Then when you pull up, you turn around. I'm gonna send you that video to nobody so you can check it out.
Oh
You
no, no,
understand?
I seen the whole
Because
thing.
they
Now,
heard.
I didn't hear them say about the gun being, you know, and the person, whoever
Right.
the
That's what.
cameraman was on us. I saw the whole
Right.
video. I
It's on a
seen,
different. Yeah, it's on a different video.
yeah,
You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
because
So I'm gonna send you that one so you can
okay,
check it out because they was going over that yesterday. And
okay,
you know what the sister had said. She said that was somebody in the crowd that said that, which was crazy because nobody. How could the crowd have saw a gun when there was no gun?
there was no gun.
Why would the crowd even? Why would they lie? You
Right,
understand? When if y'all heard the crowd was like, wait a minute, why y'all locking them up? When they didn't start it, they all was standing up right there and witnessed that
yeah,
whole thing
yeah.
themselves.
The
And you
dude with
heard
the
the
main
crowd
camera,
going,
the,
yeah,
the dude with the main camera wouldn't even let I see how you was trying to leave when the police showed up. The dude with the main camera wouldn't even let them leave because he was telling them now they the ones that started it, and he was the one that was filming the whole time. He got everything.
And you know something? That's one of the Christians that we battled out there. We turned around. We had about an 8-hour battle with him and about 15 other Christians.
See?
But
And that's a perfect example.
Exactly.
That's a perfect example of me and you, Cap. Even though we hate each other, doctrine and all that, we don't hate each other, and we're gonna keep it fair, bro. Like even I could have been that dude on that corner, bro. I could have been out there every week for the last 2 years. But if something happened that's outside of y'all character, bro, I'm gonna take you outside, bro. I don't care how much we disagree on doctrine, bro. This dude didn't do nothing to these dudes for these dudes to do what they did. You gotta be fair.
Exactly. Be fair, right is right. And a lot of people they let their hatred for, you know what I'm saying, the prophets of God override righteous judgment. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, so like I said, that brother, he was there watching, and like you said, he's like, nah, they started that, not these men right here. You know, the whole crowd was going wild. That sister, a sister got arrested with us because she came to our defense.
I didn't get to say this when Shanetta was on, but I'm gonna say this when we do that show next week. I mean, whatever, we see it from Shanetta.
Oh yeah.
When Shanetta was watching that video with Garfield, just what Shanetta said about that sister, because Garfield and them was like, oh, it was a sister out there, and they set her on the ground, and they got all her stuff hanging out. Guess what was the first thing Shanetta said when they said that?
What'd he say?
He said, "Oh, her cat is fat."
Oh my God!
That's the first thing went to his head. But anyway, let's keep it
moving. That's ridiculous. They humiliated the sister. You understand?
Bro, and they could tell she was on something, bro. But like, come on, don't do her like that.
Yeah, that wasn't right at all. You know, we was trying our best, even though they was doing what they did to us. We was trying our best to get that sister to calm down. I even told her, I said, sis, calm down. I said, we ain't gonna let them arrest you. Just calm down for me. But she was upset. She was upset because those purple guys started that incident, called them, and then tried to get one of us unalive by lying, saying that he had a gun. And the he that had, they lied and said he had the gun was me.
No, even after the gun, the way they was laying on y'all, bro. Man, we all know what happened to George Floyd and stuff like that. They claim to be, you know, we for our brothers, we for our sisters, you know, the white man evil and all this and that. They hit y'all with the same tactics that they said that killed George Floyd. Knee on the back. One person had George Floyd legs, one person had his waist, another person had his pretty much torso, and the other one had his neck. They put all y'all in that same position, bro. But claim to love their brothers, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Absolutely. So yeah, you know, like I said, he turned around and lied and yelled out, "He's got a gun."
A gun.
But everybody's trying to tell us what we could have and should have done. Even when it was over, right? Once the police arrived, you still had to try to do something. You understand? To turn around, because we did not denounce what we believe in the ISUPK up under Commander Johnny Hunter, put on a purple shirt. Now it's time to get him killed. He's got a gun. You see what I'm saying? That's what he said.
Wow,
yeah, that's what he said.
And I can't emphasize this as much because I know a lot of urban apologists don't really like how cool I am with y'all as non-believers, you know what I'm saying? But me and Cap, both of us agreeing. We hate each other doctrine. We don't hate each other. You can like this still a human being just like I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian, he Hebrew Israelite. I can't stand his doctrine to the point where I say I hate it. He can't stand mine to the point he say he hate it. But when we out here in this world, bro, 1 + 1 = 2. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can look at something and still see what should have been done compared to what was done and not have no biasness to that just because somebody is my enemy on whatever level. I don't care if I'm a blood and it's Crip or Christian, Hebrew or whatever, black, white, whatever. Fair is fair. You know what I'm saying? And right is right. And I'm not bragging on this, but people from this channel know the background that I come from, you know, and even though I don't live that lifestyle no more, I still stay in the same environment. What happened that day? I can't say I wouldn't have. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same, and in so many aspects. You know, like if I'm out here street preaching, and I'm with my group of other fellow Christians, and we street preaching, and we got our bullhorn, or we got our speaker and our microphone, and we telling y'all to get back, or we telling y'all to move, or this or that. Don't touch my stuff, bro. I'm not gonna touch your stuff. Don't. But not only don't touch my stuff, I'm talking about like this situation, like y'all said, have been built up for a couple of years. So this ain't like the first time it ever happened or something like that. This situation been built up for a couple of years. So the energy is already there. And then you show up and you antagonizing me. And not only are you antagonizing me because I got this skin so I can take the words, but don't come over here and touch me and don't come touch my property. Even the courts agree. The courts would agree that another person can't come on your property and touch your property, steal your property, take your property, and you don't have the right to defend that. Even the courts would agree you got a right to do that. I don't care what it is. I don't care if this is my pencil. If I got a pencil and this is my pencil, you don't have the right to come over there and break my pencil in half, and I don't have the right to do nothing about that. So
hold on, nobody. You ain't got the fruits of the spirit over your pencil.
But no, I ain't. But according to the atheists, I ain't got the fruits of the spirit. But they overlook the part where it's fair. It rains on the just and it rains on the unjust. Just because I'm in God don't mean I ain't gonna have no bad day. Don't mean I ain't gonna have no bad time. Don't mean even if we want to go to the point to say where a person ain't gonna make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I think these atheists and other people outside the Bible, they read the Bible with a false sense of it. You know what I'm saying? They think, okay, once you believe in God, then now you perfect. You ain't gonna do nothing wrong, or you ain't gonna do nothing. No, bro, y'all don't know the Bible if you think that, bro. You don't know the text, bro. And me and Cap, and or any Hebrew, we may disagree on certain things, but believe we don't disagree on everything, though. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, man.
Right. And self defense is one thing that everyone should be able to agree on.
Come on now.
Because everyone has the right to defend themselves. You know,
I stay in Texas. I stay in Texas, and you know, Texas is all about self-defense. Like Cap said, guns and all that. We are open gun carry state. If every state went to a point to where they said you can't carry guns, Texas ain't gonna follow that law. We all about self-defense. So hey, I follow the law of the land. So hey, if we're gonna defend ourselves and defend our property, that's not just Texas. That's the Second Amendment. That's the Second Amendment for the Constitution. Right. So go ahead. I don't know what they talking about, Cap.
You got the right to bear arms. You know what I'm saying? And defend yourself and your life. You know, and your property.
Come on.
You know,
come on.
You have that right. Like Officer Quinaya said, the government don't tell you that your house ain't yours. You don't own it. Don't pay your taxes. See what happened to that damn house. But you ain't finna let nobody just come up inside and just start taking your things out.
And you got the legal right to do it. You got the legal right to defend it.
You doggone right you do. You know, and like I said, you can't touch anything that belongs to someone else. It's not your property. Man, let me tell you something. You know what? Here in the city of St. Louis, brother, I can't stand them holidays, right? I hate Christmas and Halloween and all this mess. And boy, my neighborhood be lit up. I be feeling like Lot. You understand? With all this homosexuality and Christmas and things, boy, I can't stand that shit. But I don't go around.
You can't go egg that house. You can't go egg them.
I was gonna say I don't go around shooting they inflatable Santas with BB. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I don't go snatching they reindeer sleigh out of their yard. You know what I mean? I don't destroy that. That belongs to them, whether it's my people or not. I don't turn around. We don't go door to door telling people, "Hey man, you know you ain't supposed to have no wreath on your front door." That's unlawful. You celebrating Christmas. That's not how the Lord said to do the work. You understand? Right. So and we know how to do it in ISUPK. You know what I mean? Commander Johanna trains us well. So, you know, like I said, and then another thing, he trains us not to be as cowards, man. You understand? If you see that, go ahead, man.
Did you see the response video from ICIU? Did you see the video they made?
No, I ain't see that.
Okay, I caught wind of it. I
Yeah,
caught wind of it earlier. You know what I'm saying? And
put it up. You can't play it.
They tried to make it like, let me see. They played it and they showed it, and they tried to make it like they were the ones that was on the defense. You know, they was the ones that was defending themselves, and they tried to make it like what y'all did was totally unlawful, and what they did was right by the book.
Yeah, they would say that. You know, Darren Wilson. Yeah, I was gonna say Darren Wilson claimed that what he did was lawful. You
talking about the
understand?
football player?
No, I'm talking about the cop that turned around and unalived Michael Brown.
Oh, okay.
Darren Wilson said what he did was right. And Anthony Lamar Smith, this is a brother that got murdered by the police here in St. Louis. You know what the officer told him? He told the judge. Your Honor, you don't know what we up against out here. And that officer did everything illegal to that brother. He shot this brother here in the face with his own personal AK-47. So you know what that means, right? It's a lot of brothers that then turned around and died at the end of the barrel of that gun, and that's why so many unsolved mysteries in St. Louis, unsolved murders in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Because of that right there. And you know what he said when he went to court? He said, "But Your Honor," and it's illegal for them to do that.
Right.
But he said what they said. You know, we was defending ourselves. He said, "Your Honor, you don't know what we're up against out there," and that's what crooked cops all claim.
But where all the atheists judging them on keeping the cop code. You know, y'all got these books to read now. They'll jump on y'all and say, "Well, you wasn't following the Bible code," but where are y'all at when it comes to holding these cops accountable for them keeping this cop code that they got? Because they ain't supposed to do that. See, they the ones hypocrites.
Exactly. You know. So you know, I could expect a response like that from the police, because they all turn around and have an excuse. They say, "Well, he had a gun." And you find no gun. Now what's your excuse? I was scared for my life. For what? They're going to turn around and say that they were. Yeah.
What if they shot after that person said, "Oh, he got a gun," and you just happened to twitch the wrong way, and then they shot you and killed you after that? Now what's the explanation? Oh, we made a mistake. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and would have pulled my phone out of my pocket like what they've done so many other brothers before. Turn around and yell gun and don't have no damn gun. You know? So
now, you know my background squeaky clean, man. I didn't take my first time to jail over tickets until like 2 years ago. I got pulled over for something. And one of the white cops yelled, "He reaching for his gun." Like bro, and when they put me in back of the police car, it was like 6 cops. When they put me in back of the police car, one cop walked up to me and told me, "Brian, I almost shot you." He literally, I started crying, bro. And I ain't no punk, but I don't consider crying as being a punk, but I ain't no punk. I literally let my emotions take over. This dude walked up to the back of the car, opened the door, and told me that he almost shot me. But the reason why he didn't shoot me, because he can see that the fur on my face was genuine. So you was gonna shoot me because this other cop yelled, "Stop reaching for your gun," knowing I didn't reach for my gun. Bro, that's like, like I'm about to get in tears right now, bro. That's horrible for somebody to say that to another person to get, bro. That's horrible, bro. I don't even at this point, I don't even care if I'm in the wrong, bro. You don't tell nobody that you know who shoot people if they have a gun that I got a gun, or I'm reaching for a gun when I'm not doing that, bro. Like, I don't care who you, I don't care what, atheist, Israelite, Christian, Buddhist, I don't care what background you from. You don't do that, bro. You don't do that, bro.
That's heavy that you say that, man. And that's very unfortunate that, you know, we could have lost another brother that day. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I'm talking about the incident you went through. You know, with them saying that, and then for them to come back to tell you,
bro. We could have lost another brother. We could have lost another brother, bro.
You know, and see, Damn right. And see, here's the thing. They know them cops that ended up with all 5, 6, 7 of them that was on me, whatever it was. They know that white cops shoot black men. They know that.
That's
They
crazy.
know that. And that's why he said what he said. That's why he did that. And so, I mean, these people can talk whatever. Look, Cube and whoever else have anything to say about what could have been done and who could have said and what could have. You understand? Like that is ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
I
even
agree.
to say like even Sonetta to turn around and say, oh well, you know what? I had to backtrack, because I had to watch the video. I watched the whole thing. I saw it now. I see it now.
Hold up. Now let's see. Now let's see if Sarnetta take that video down that he did the other day where he was on the opposite side of what he said tonight. Now watch this. He's not gonna take it down, right? And this is why I'm telling y'all, bro. Back to me and DMG conversation, bro. This why this dude and this platform ain't good. Now, I ain't saying I hate the dude and all that or whatever. Just based off the title that we have of the debate, this is why this dude not good for our community, bro. Because you ain't gonna take that video down. If you felt the way that you felt tonight, and this will probably change my mind somewhat, not all the way, somewhat. If Sarnetta take that video that he did yesterday about y'all down and do a video tomorrow and say, hey, I was totally wrong on what I said yesterday, I'll probably change up some of my talking points. But he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it, bro. He ain't gonna do it. And I ain't got no hate for Sarnetta, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like the dude. I ain't got no hate for him. I respect what his platform is. I respect what he's trying to do and all that. But if you're gonna ask me a question about this dude when it comes to integrity and stuff, I've heard him say out of his own mouth. I've been watching Sarnetta since 2012. That's when he first came on. I'm probably one of the only people, I'm not gonna say only, but one of the only people who can trace every, and DMG will tell you, I watch everybody and I watch every single video. I can trace what this dude has said on videos that he erased, just like I hope he do on that video that he did about y'all yesterday, and drop another video tomorrow saying that he changed his mind, but he ain't gonna do it. And that's why I don't think that him or his platform is good for the community. Not his content, not what he's trying to do. I mean, not content, not his concept. And when it comes to debates and let people get their, opinion off knowledge, I agree with all that because that's the same thing we do over here on Paradigm Shift. But the host integrity, the host agenda, all that, I disagree with all that, bro. All day, bro. All day.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I don't care if I ever go on his platform. I mean, I'm gonna show him respect. I'm gonna show him love and all that, but I don't kiss no behind. And even though he's the biggest platform on YouTube in the area of YouTube that we are a part of, I don't kiss no behind, bro. I'm just like you. I'm just like you, Cap. I don't kiss no. Call me a Christian, call me whatever. But if you meet me, I don't care what you believe in. If you follow, if you know what a real nigga is, and you is a real nigga, or a real person, real husband, real father, real black man, if you meet me, ain't no way you gonna walk away saying that I ain't one of them niggas. If you one of them people, like I'm one of them people, bro, and I don't feel like his Sarnetta platform is that, bro. It's so much hypocrisy, so much agenda pushing, so much, narrative and bias pushing. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
so I ain't gonna kiss no behind, bro.
I feel you.
Just like Cap. Cap ain't gonna kiss no behind, bro.
Man, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, hold up, bro. Hold up. Shout out to Vocab Malone in the chat. Vocab Malone posted Matthew 5 and 9, bro. And it says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Do you want to address that? And and for the record, Vocab is my bro. Vocab is the reason why on this platform I've been titled as the white man lover, because I defend Vocab Malone on this channel. and I take it. I take it. But based off the verse that he posted out,
you the white man lover because you said it one day. You said, I love white people.
Yeah.
That's what you said. So that's why you the white man lover, not because of nothing else. It was because of what you said that day.
Already, Cap.
but see, right,
hold me accountable, bro. Hold me accountable. Already. You know what I'm saying?
right, I got you. But yeah, but see,
But
again, people, they're throwing scriptures and as well as Q that they don't know what they're talking about and they don't understand. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna read this scripture real quick to address what I'm saying he just posted to show you that he does not know what he's talking about. Neither does Q. You understand? They don't know what they're talking about. And I'm gonna give it to you real quick, and then I'm gonna be ready to jump off here. Let's see. Give a couple scriptures real quick. Because I totally agree with the scripture for Matthew 5, and I totally agree with it. I agree with the entire Bible. There's not a part that I disagree with. But this is what I wanted to be out. This is okay. This is in Ecclesiastes. Oh, say, oh.
you reading from the Canon, Cap, or you reading? Oh, okay. Cap just dropped off real quick. He probably finna jump back on. I'm gonna give Cap a few seconds to jump back on and let him make his point, and then we're gonna get ready to close out. You know what I'm saying? But until Cap jump back on, I just want to say, anybody who followed this channel, you already know, man. I 100% to the point to where I hate Hebrew Israelite doctrine, man. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can accuse me of taking up for Cap or taking up for Hebrew Israelism or any of that. You know, the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, in my opinion, and my worldview, is false. I'm a Christian. I believe in the Bible. I don't like it. But when it comes to this situation, I'm not saying I agree with everything, but in so many ways I do agree with my brother Captain 10K, and I do gotta say that I'm not mad at my brother Captain 10K for him handling the situation that he handled, the way he handled it, and that was just off me seeing the video. Once I talked to my brother and he told me about the past, when not just like a few days ago, a few weeks ago, I've heard from a few months ago to a few years ago. Once I've heard the full story, yeah, man, I don't really see nothing wrong with what my brother Captain 10K said. And again, that don't mean that me and Captain 10K agree on our doctrine. Again, we've established that we hate each other's doctrine, but we have established that when something is right, right is right, and wrong is wrong. My brother Captain 10K back in the building. Go ahead, Cap. Continue where you left off at, bro.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what's up with my devices, man. But yeah, what I was saying was I agree with the scriptures. I agree with the scripture that he pulled. You know, that is correct. That the peacemakers will be blessed. But here's the thing that he does not understand is this right here. And this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. You
There you
know,
go.
the Bible says that the Lord is a man of war. What people don't understand is sometimes you may have to go to war to bring peace. That's what brings peace, water. You understand? Just think about all of the wars that we didn't heard of. You understand? And then afterward, went to war, then they made peace. And the Bible says that God is a man of war. You understand? He's not a man of cowardice. You know, he's not a man of all love. You know, so that's the
And
thing
notice
that
what
I'm
Cap
saying.
said.
And
Cap didn't say that God is.
go ahead, bro.
I'm just saying, Cap didn't say that God is a man of only war. Notice he's showing y'all the balance. God is. If you read the whole Bible from Genesis to Revelation, there is no way you can walk away from this thing saying that God doesn't have a balance even within himself. God is all love. God is a man of war at the same time. Like, go ahead, Cap.
Yeah, no sweat. And it says in verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Then verse 3, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. So at that moment when you're being antagonized, you know what I mean? You don't. That's not the time for peace. That's not the
Why
time.
you didn't read that?
This person, oh y'all, you already know why. Because he just wanted
Why
to
you didn't read that, Cap?
you already know why. He just wanted to turn around and come up against us for anything. He don't care.
Right.
You know,
He don't
the,
care.
the stuff he
Right.
was saying didn't even make sense. He was trying to say, why didn't I use that same thing with with those brothers, just find another corner. He totally was all the way left field because he was not listening. If I had
I can say what you finna say. If he was listening, he would have seen where you said, "Hey, my higher ups told me to peep out some spots that we can preach. I went to this spot, I went to that spot, I went to this spot and that spot, and I saw that there were people already at those spots. Then I found the spot that wasn't nobody at. So we set up camp at those spots. We got that spot popping, and now these other Israelite people want to come in. I don't think he heard none of that, bro. or he heard it and hoped that nobody else heard it so that he can make his point. One of the two.
And you know something? I believe that's what he was trying to more so drive home was his point about that. To say, yeah, you want to turn around to Jehovah's Witness, you'll show them patience and lead them along, but you didn't do that to these brothers. If I had seen them out there first, you know what we would have done? We would have picked another corner. It's just that simple. But the ones that we pick, you understand? Like, come on. I'm not going to turn around and
not to cut you off, but I want to address this. I sent the link to vocab so he can jump on the panel, but for whatever reason he ain't jumped on. But he is leaving comments. He is leaving comments in the comment section. You know, vocab, my dude. You already know that, right? Okay.
Okay.
So right. I know you ain't tripping. His second question / statement, he said he knows that scripture, and the scripture that he's talking about is the Matthew scripture that we referred to. I mean, the scripture about there's a time for war, time for peace, all that. So he says, I know that scripture, but I'm not. I don't know if he pronounced that right, but anyway, he's saying that you are not in a military, Cap, for real, and in this era, the believers fight not against flesh and blood. And I'm not talking about the Saturday. He's not talking about the Saturday that it happened. He's talking about this Saturday that is finna come up. And he also said, not sure who you were talking about, but I never said that you should have left. I said that was your place for months in priority. I think he's saying I talked to the eyewitnesses who filmed it. He agreed with that. So the person who filmed it agrees with what Vocab Malone is saying based off of what he's displaying right now. Go ahead and address that, bro.
Right. And that part where he said we should leave, that was I was responding to what Cube had said, not to what Vocab.
He said Vocab is saying that he agreed that you shouldn't have left. He said that you should have stayed. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I was just saying the part where he was saying he didn't say that. No, that wasn't toward him. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, that part about so he said we should have left. That was what outside the Cube had said.
Right.
So what I was just doing was just addressing that scripture, You understand it? But he don't understand. I said, we don't go out there, you understand, to our people fight with another camp or anything like that. We go out there to teach the people. That's what we do. Now, and maybe he missed on how he's been in here watching, but when you turn around and antagonize a person to a point and assaulting someone by pushing them, you know what I mean? That I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Right.
You know, we have to do what we have to do as men. You know what I'm saying? We can't let some. And I'm gonna give you an example of something kind of there was a on contracts, brother, that
Say that again, Cap. What you just said, because it sounded like you're kind of in the matrix. I can hear you, but it kind of sort of static. Say what you just said again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there was a brother on one of my contracts, and this brother here, he turned around and he was doing his work like what he normally does. Come in, he set up at his station and turned around, and a white man, right, big country white boy, come to him, knocks his coffee off of his table, and says, "Nigga, what the fuck you gonna do about it?" The black man turned around and reacted. Now he's going to turn around and whoop some ass. So all of the office, the supervisors, right, all the white folks come out and blame the brother. The brother was the one that was wrong, right? And again, like what I said, this place is so backwards. That's why our people don't know justice either. You understand? Because who we right now wrong from. We get it from the people that have been oppressing us for years. So we think wrong, you know, but then we don't. So, and that's why we getting comments like Cubes and other people.
No, I think they. I mean, and Cap, I need you to understand this for a second.
Go ahead.
I think the stuff that y'all spew about white people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they take it to the extent, and sometimes, I'm not saying all the times, even myself, I can say I probably fall in this category. They take it to the extent that the way y'all feel about white people, when y'all agree with white people, it makes it seem hypocritical. Even if you saying that 1 + 1 = 2, this white person said that 1 + 1 = 2. Look, everybody agree that 1 + 1 = 2. I mean, 1 + 1 = 2. But the other stuff that y'all say about white people, it kind of make it seem hypocritical for y'all to take a stance on any position if y'all are first coming from the stance that you believe in the Bible, and a lot of the stuff that you believe about the Bible that we disbelieve about the Bible is because you were influenced by the white man. Does that make sense, bro? I can't hear you, Cap. Cap, you still with me, Cap? Okay, let me see what's going on real quick. I'm gonna give my brother Cap time to fix the audio, or if he can hear me, or I'm assuming everybody else can hear me that's in the chat. I'm gonna give my brother Cap time to fix his audio. As y'all can see, we at the closing of the show. We're about to close, but you know, we just got some other stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And me and my brother Cap, as y'all know, man, I was probably one of the first disagreeers with Cap when he came on the show. When his first time on the show, I was on her, and we had
Nobody, you there? Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. I can hear you. I can hear you, bro. Did you hear what I said? I can't hear you now, Cap. I can't hear you at all, bro. Okay. There you go. There you go. Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear nothing no more. Shout out to DMG the poet. DMG want to let it be known, man, that this was a great show. Brother Sarnetta came through. Brother Vocab came through. Chris Harris came through. You know what I'm saying? Those names, they some heavy hitters in this part of YouTube that we do. Two of those people, two of those people, and I'm gonna name names, Chris Harris, Sarnetta, I got beef with. Now, I ain't no hater, but we got beef. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater, but I will admit that those are heavy hitters in this sector of YouTube and what we do. And I would definitely have to admit that Sarnetta is what they say the godfather of this sector of YouTube that we are involved in. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody know me, they already know how I feel about Sarnetta, but they know that I'm an honest person. And I'm not gonna deny or downplay what the brother has contributed to this sector of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because I don't stay in New York.
Hey, nobody, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you, Cap. Can you hear me? Dang, Cap, bro, you going in and out, bro. Okay, Cap. Try this. Leave the whole StreamYard and then come back in. See if that help, bro. All right. So back to what I was saying. Until my brother Cap come in to keep y'all entertained. Again, man, me and DMG, we got this. Some would call it a debate. Even DMG called it a debate, but it's really a professional styled conversation. You know, that's really what it is. And the conversation is pretty much going to be about Sarnetta himself and the House of HOK, the channel, and if it's good for the Black community. Me and my brother DMG have been having these discussions offline, behind the scenes for years. So we finally finna bring it to the mainstream, you know, bring it to the platform, you know. And yeah, I'm lit about it, you know what I'm saying? And not just me. I know I got other brothers, other sisters who feel the same way I feel. And we're gonna open this discussion, or if you want to call it a debate, we're gonna open this up to the audience at a certain time in this conversation. And I know it's a lot of people who feel the way I feel, whether they are Christians or atheists or Israelites or 5%ers or Islam or whatever. I genuinely feel like there are more people who understand where I'm coming from without taking away what Sarnetta has brought to this sector of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We can do what we do and disagree with what we disagree with and still acknowledge what Sarnetta has done for this community. But, you know, look at my brother DMG, you know. My brother DMG pretty much has the same type of channel, type of platform that Sarnetta have, but without the negativity. You know, it don't have that same negativity, that same commentation. Not only the channel, but the host doesn't have that same negativity. And I ain't gonna get into much of that right now because I'm gonna wait until we have this discussion that's coming up on the 3rd of June. And hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the bro Sutek. Sutek, shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister Neo X. Man, shout out to Craig, Ratchet Craig. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to my brother Jerome, my co-host on my channel. I'm the co-host of this channel, but shout out to my co-host of my channel. Shout out to Byron Watkinson. Shout out to Lee Mack, Leandre, the Slim Reaper. Shout out to Trey Williams. Shout out to Robert Ash. Shout out to the what my brother DMG call him, Swine Town, the king of the pigs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that brother too, man. Shout out to all the Christian brothers that's in the one who've contributed to this channel, man. And shout out to all the other people as well, man. I don't know if my brother Cap10K coming back on. I feel like I've gave him enough time to come back on. I'm about to get ready to end the show, close the show. I appreciate everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We just want to give y'all a platform that's into what you are into, but without all the biasness, man, without all the untruthfulness, without all the deception and all that, man. This channel, if I can leave y'all with anything, I just want to say this channel is all about showing you that 1 + 1 does equals 2. And anybody that's saying something different, we got to be in opposition to that, and we don't care what you believe. You know what I'm saying? That has been everybody on the channel who decided to come through on this show tonight. DMG, the poet, you know, the what he got now, the what's that? HNIC, it means head nigga in charge. That's what he got. He got that right now. Shout out to him, the bro. Shout out to the platform. Shout out to the channel, man. Me, I am nobody. Always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody. This has been Paradigm Shift TV 314. We'll catch y'all in the next episode, man. Love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one.